Welcome to the Brett Mason Monday Podcast, a mix of random and funny to start your Monday. And now with his co-host Kayla, here's Brett Mason.
Hey, welcome in. Happy Monday to you. Brett Mason on our Big Monday Podcast, which is always a hodgepodge of topics. Generally, it's just stupid stuff I find on the internet, maybe current affairs, maybe politics. Usually not, though. Not too many people get excited about politics. It could be something bizarre, though. But anyway, that's Monday, and as my intro suggests, I plan on having a co-host. This is 2 weeks now without the co-host. I don't know. She's alive. I got a text from her last night. She's alive. Maybe next week. I think I'll give her 4 weeks, and then if she doesn't show up, I'll cut a new intro and recruit a new co-host. So we'll see what happens there. A reminder that we have a different theme for every day of the week, so you might find something you're interested in. Tuesday is Cancer Talk Tuesday, which is a little bit more specific because we've actually already had one episode that was all about reversing and preventing heart disease. So it's mainly about health, but focused on cancer simply because I do a ton of cancer research. Like, I spend hours and hours some days, and then over the course of a week, I will spend many, many hours researching cancer. So I do that, obviously, mainly because of the situation with my mom that arose, but I was doing it even before that came up. I really do it now because my mom is very important to me, and I would like to keep my mom around as long as possible. So Wednesday is Weight Loss Wednesdays, where I discuss things that you can do that absolutely will help you lose weight. I know a little bit of something about that. Thursday is Political Talk Thursday. Yep, if you're a political junkie and you like to hear controversial political stuff, that's for Thursdays. And then Friday, my boy Jamie Thomas comes in and guest hosts the show with me, and we do your Friday podcast, Tigers and Tide, where we talk all about Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, I'm pumped about that. That show's really starting to take off. So please like that Facebook page if you hadn't already. It's facebook.com/Tigers and Tide, or you can just look for Tigers and Tide. And we're also on the web at tigersandtide.com. The most recent podcast is always right there on the front page. So there you go. That's the week looking ahead. Stuff that I thought I would share with you. I don't know what you do for your lips, and usually this only happens in the wintertime, but I find recently that my lips are chapping or cracking some, or I don't know. It's very weird what's going on with them. Anyway, I've done everything. That Vaseline lip therapy stuff I used to use. Carmex is okay, I guess. There are several different type things that I've tried, but this new thing that I've tried was somebody actually recommended it to me, and I was doing a Google search on it. Apparently, there's a lot of things that are designed for babies that turn out to be good for adults. This is one of them. So if you've tried other things and you need something really powerful, maybe you want to check out Earth Mama Angel Baby's Natural Nipple Butter. Yeah. It doesn't have anything to do with nipples or anything like that. Not the way I use it. I love their slogan, gifts from the earth for your gift from heaven. All I can tell you is that stuff is awesome. You got the chapped lips or the cracked lips, boy, it will knock them right out. So if you already have a baby and you've tried that stuff, well, use it for your baby, you might want to try it for your lips. And if you're looking for something that that'll work for you, you might want to check it out. I was really surprised that there's many, many baby type things that you can use as an adult. Pedialyte. Apparently that's amazing if you have hangovers. So you drink you some of that and you can get rid of your hangover and stuff. I've never heard of these graduate puffs, but they're low calories and good snacks, they say. A lot of people eat those. I don't think I would. And then they also recommend those squeezy applesauce packs, those go-go squeezes. I never was a fan of applesauce, so that definitely wouldn't work for me. But the one other one I'm going to throw in there that I thought some people might use, we're still in beach season. Apparently you can use baby powder to remove sand from your body. And you can just Google that. You can get instructions on it. I haven't tried any of those things except the one that I started with, but I can tell you. Get you some of that Earth Mama Angel Baby's Natural Nipple Butter. Fix your lips right up. So this is for the moms out there. Have you ever, and I know a lot of parents that do this. I remember when cell phones first, this is how old I am. I remember when cell phones first started becoming prevalent more and more. And then I remember the first time I heard about a 13-year-old having a cell phone, I like to flip out. And then you hear about 10-year-olds, and then I heard about people with 6 and 7-year-olds with cell phones, and I was just wigging out. I'm like, what are you talking about? I couldn't even use the house phone except within certain hours. Now kids but parents want it for the safety aspect. You always know where your kid is. You can contact them. If they get in trouble, they can contact you. I certainly can see that. I don't think the phones are hardly ever used for that, but I could see where, from a parent's point of view, you would want to get the cell phones into their hands. But there's this mom who got tired of her kids never replying to her text, and so she teamed up with some people to invent an app. It's called Ignore No More. So what happens is, if she sends her kids a text using this app, she sends them a text and they don't reply to it, it locks their phone and they can't unlock it. The only way they can unlock it is by replying to the text. So I guess what it does is it gives them the ability to maybe just reply to that one text, is from the way that I understand it. It says the 911 will always work. I guess. Oh yeah, they gotta get up with you, I guess. Otherwise, you're just screwed. Oh, if they lock the phone, the child's screen goes blank. With one tap, they get a list of pre-approved contacts, and they must call one of them in order to receive the password to unlock their phone. It's $2. It's not ready for iPhone yet, which makes me wonder how good it is, because typically all your great apps come out for iPhone first, and then once they become hugely popular, then you'll have Android developers make them for Android. It's not too often, unless it's some Google type thing or something that will only work with Android. So I find that kind of interesting. And no, it kind of is me being an iPhone snob, but not really. I'm just saying that's the way things typically work, and that's true. You can research it. But they say they're preparing a version for the iPhone that should be ready. So if you want to look that up, it's Ignore No More. Ignore No More. 3 words. And it's only August the 17th. So you wouldn't think that what I'm about to tell you would even be possible or would even be happening right now. But in like 7-8 days, actually today's the 18th. So in 7 days, which is quite a bit ahead of schedule, Starbucks has announced that they will release their wildly popular Pumpkin Spice Latte. I don't drink dairy products anymore. I was never one of those rabid fans of, but I did go and get it because every year it comes up about what all the rage it is. People are like, oh God, I gotta have the Pumpkin Spice Latte. It was all right, it was good. I drink it. I didn't get addicted to it, and I did. I just did it one time, and I never went and got another one. Some people are crazy about these things, though. Like when they come out in the fall, people will buy them every day or every other day until they're gone, and then just lament and wait till all next season. But that'll be a Monday. It's the last Monday of the month. So if you're a big fan of the Starbucks Pumpkin Spice Latte, rejoice, rejoice. You only got, 7 days left to wait. And that's all the interesting stuff I can come up with for today. So the podcast is quite short. I do appreciate you listening to it. Look, if you enjoy it on any kind of a level, and you saw it announced on the Facebook page, please click the share button and share it with your friends so they can see it. I would greatly appreciate that. And you can also like the post. When you click over and you're listening on Spreaker, you'll see an option where you can follow on Spreaker, so you can follow me there. And there's also several other options where the podcast could show up. We're working on getting it on iTunes. I don't think it's been approved for iTunes yet. I'm also looking to get it on iHeartRadio and also double posting so it shows up on YouTube as well to make it easier to listen to. My point being, everybody can listen on Spreaker no matter what platform you're on. So for right now, that's the basis. So share. Let the world know that you enjoyed spending 10 minutes with me today, because I promise you, I loved spending 10 minutes with you.
Thanks for listening to Brett Mason Monday. New podcasts are released every weekday at 10 a.m. on the Facebook page. Make sure you look for tomorrow's podcast, Cancer Talk Tuesday, the best guest, research, and cancer information available.